Hello people, I'm Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA, KIRK.
Hello.
We're gonna look at the trailer for BOSE, Dead or Alive, the second trailer. This stars Rajkumar Rao and is directed by Pulkit and written by Reshu Nath. This is a web series, not a movie. We are aware of this information and we are going to watch this trailer and hopefully enjoy it.
And the subtitles were made by Pooja. Thank you, Pooja.
Thank you, Pooja. All the Poojas. If your name is Pooja, then you have been thanked. Oh boy.
Mr. BOSE, the Führer would to see you now. Mr. Hitler.
So, Mr. BOSE, I have been very curious. How did you know it wasn't me?
A fake Hitler has an image to maintain. A real one does not care. आजादी लड़कर हासिल होती है, बांध कर नहीं. तुम मुझे खून दो, मैं तुम्हें आजादी दूंगा. कांग्रेस को सिर्फ सरकार बनाने में इंटरेस्ट है, आजादी में कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है.
Welcome to India.
Do you think BOSE is alive? If he is alive and he does return, who would be Prime Minister?
Subhash Chandra Bose. Dangerous enemy of the British Raj.
मेरी आर्मी के लिए कलकत्ता बहुत छोटा पड़ जाएगा, मिस्टर स्टैनली.
तुम्हारा रास्ता गलत है, सुभाष.
बाबू, मैं आपके अहिंसा के रास्ते का मान करता हूँ, पर मैं नहीं मानता अहिंसा से हमें आजादी मिलेगी.
आपको क्या लगता है कि सुभाष पहली बार गायब हुआ? Did you know he has a German wife and child?
What? I don't remember that.
आपको पता है बोस कहाँ है?
बोस बाबू बहुत सारा चीज केवल हम लोग को परेशान करने के लिए करते हैं.
He plays everything like a game of chess. While you're busy saving your queen, he's already attacked your king, and before you know it, checkmate.
Where's boss? We need to raise an army now.
Follow the missing gold. He needs it to build his army.
क्रांति आपसे जिंदा है, चाहे आप वो रशिया से लाएं या जर्मनी से.
You can't spy on dead people. Of course he's alive.
अंग्रेजों की गुलामी कम है डॉक्टर माथुर. क्या हिटलर के भी गुलाम बने?
Wow, that's really interesting.
That's the word I was gonna use. I was reluctant to do this reaction because I think we got some crap last time because I said something about the Nazis and whatever. And
I think it becomes apparent in this trailer, which is more story-based,
Yeah.
that he's just a man trying to achieve a goal, which is to liberate India.
No, I was clear about that from the first trailer. It's just aligning with the Nazis is just,
Yeah.
it kind of like messes with me emotionally
But
a
then
little
at
bit.
the end, you've got him kind of saying, you know, we don't want to be a slave to Hitler either. What I've always said is that he's someone who's just like, well, what's the best thing to do in this situation according to what he thinks? The Germans are against the British, so the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Right, no, I get that. I understand. Like the British were kind of being tyrannical, or not kind of, they were being tyrannical in India, and he was looking for a way out of it by any means necessary, and it was a matter of what is the lesser of two evils. I get his perspective. That doesn't make it any less difficult for me to see that he's building a tie with Hitler. That's still emotionally difficult for me. I get that the British were really messed up during their occupancy in India. I want to watch it irrespective of my emotional reaction to it, though. Like, I do want to watch this. I am very, very fond of Rajkumar Rao, and I think what he's doing here is a great job, especially in comparison to what I remember from his other performances. I'm like, just on a performance level, I think that what he's doing here is wonderful. It's just the story and the character, it's like, this is someone I need to know about. I think that I read a little bit about him, and I think, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I read about him getting married to a German woman on Wikipedia, but it was like a while back, so it's foggy now. If it's not clear, the reason I'm having a weird emotional reaction is because America went to war with Germany during World War II. Hitler killed like 9 million Jews.
6 million.
Or 6 million Jews. It's still an egregious amount of lives.
It's a lot of people. And it wasn't just Jews, it was gypsies, gays.
Yeah. I am fairly certain that if America didn't defeat Hitler, he would have run a much worse tyranny through India than the British did. He would have wiped away a lot of people. That's just... That was Hitler. He believed that only light-skinned, blue-eyed, blonde-haired people should exist, and everyone else was inferior and should, you know, be perished from the earth. Hitler's idea of the Aryan race, he believed that only those people should exist on Earth. It wasn't even slavery. It was the people who are not the Aryans should be perished.
Yeah, they're the master race,
so
is what he thought.
That's why it's like, I just kind of messes with me a little bit in that regard.
I thought this was really interesting. It definitely had me hooked and intrigued for the rest of the series. I just think the story itself is compelling. There's this sense of mystery. Is he dead? Is he alive? What's going on? All of this espionage and moving around different countries. And I think it's shot really nicely. You know how sometimes when we watch Indian films and they have white characters, sometimes the actors don't feel as strong as the Indian actors. I bought what everyone was selling.
I can't tell with the British actors. It's hard. I turn to you. I always defer to you when it comes to the British actors because I can't tell the quality of them. Irrespective of whatever my emotional reaction is to this, it does look like a compelling story, like you said, and it does look very interesting. It does feel very much like a very worthwhile watch. What's interesting to me is how this one guy is outsmarting this army, basically, because like they said in the trailer, he's doing chess. Every time you think he's made this move, he's already like 4 steps ahead of you, way over here, and he's impossible to keep up with because he's so smart. Seeing that kind of played out on the screen, even if it's a computer screen, seeing that played out is interesting to me. Just people being smart and fooling each other, that's always fascinating to me. That's one of the things I actually liked about Mission Impossible, even though that's fiction, not... You get what I'm saying.
Yeah, but also this is about a real person, and for us, he's someone that we didn't learn about in history, or at least I don't remember, because when it comes to Indian independence, at least I think internationally, people attribute it to Gandhi. It's really interesting to see all the different people involved, because there were many different people involved, and I always love learning about history.
I would agree with that. It is interesting that we only worship Gandhi over here as the one freedom fighter of India, when there are several who are not acknowledged internationally, at least here in the States. We should be acknowledging the other ones because they did play a part, but we want to look at things through rose-tinted glasses and go, oh, it's just Gandhi. He did everything with his peaceful protest.
Non-violence,
but that's obviously not the truth. We know that now. I learned that in great part thanks to you guys for educating me and whatnot. For that reason as well, I would watch this just to learn more about what has influenced the history of India and its freedom from British rule. I think that covers it, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Please let us know in the comments below how you felt about this trailer. Check out ACHARA KIRK on the social media. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out our other reactions, reviews, and short films, including Stalker. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.